Of all the mouse traps I have used over the years, this is my favorite because they're inexpensive, they're very effective, they're fully adjustable, and they last a long time. The first thing you'll notice about this trap is that the arm is held down by that little staple. So you're going to have to either pull the arm up really firm or take a pliers or something to pull this up and to get that out to free the arm up. The second thing that you need to know about this trap is that Victor made it fully adjustable. You will notice on this side here it says sensitive, and on this side it says firm. And what Victor did, and they don't advertise this very well at all, is that right under here where the arm, the release arm, goes in and under this, you will notice that there's a difference between the right side and the left side where it hooks under. The left side goes down and in at a 90-degree angle. The right side, as you can see, it's beveled there, has a beveled slope. And what that causes then is when the rod, the trigger arm, is in this left side, it takes more pressure on the pad to release the arm. And when it's on the right side, it takes less pressure to release the arm. But still, with a brand new unit, you may find that because the plastic is greasy and oily and brand new, and this release arm is greasy and oily and brand new, that even on the firm side, you may find it prematurely going off. But the beauty of this trap is that you can take the arm, and if you have it set on the firm side and it's still not firm enough, you take right in the middle of this arm and you bend it downward a little bit. And what that does is it tips the end of this rod upward a little bit, gives it more of a grab in the plastic. Now, over time, what's going to happen is that the plastic is going to lose its slipperiness, the rod is going to start to corrode, and it's going to lose its oiliness. And you may find that even on the sensitive setting, that it's not sensitive enough, that small mice are getting in here and eating your peanut butter. Well, then you do the exact opposite with the rod. You take and you bend it downward. Bend it right in the middle so you can see what your bend is, and that will slope the end of this rod down and make it more sensitive. You can actually make it so sensitive that you can't even set it down without something holding up the trigger pad in order before it goes off. If you bend it too much, you won't be able to set it at all. It just keeps going off all the time, and then you bend it back a little bit. Now, to bait these, what I like to do is to take peanut butter and just smash it into the holes. Push it in there and push it into this little tray here, so that even if somebody comes and eats off the stuff at the top, they've really got to work at the stuff in the holes. You can pile it up too, but the peanut butter really needs to just be pressed in there. And when you go to set these, first of all, you put your peanut butter or bait, whatever you're using, in there. And then everybody does this differently, but what I like to do is pull the bar up with this hand, put the keeper rod over on it with this hand, and then remove this hand, and this hand is holding the keeper rod and the kill bar. And then you can lift this up, and then lift with your left hand and get this finger out of there. And if you want to, just for safety's sake, you can actually hold the end of the pad up as you release this mechanism. And then if it's really, really sensitive, you can actually keep this under it and then set this preferably facing the corner of a wall, the edge of a wall, so that the mice running around are going to step on this. But I like to keep, if it's really sensitive for small mice, I like to keep this under it and set it down, and then when it's fully down, then pull it out. Because sometimes if you're going for baby mice, you may have this so sensitive that even just setting it down may set it off.